there is something to be said about how we have evolved. So yeah, evil does span across generations, and bad behaviors and bad morality, or a lack of commitment to morality, does span across generations for sure, because we can make the same arguments about granddaddy who was doing XYZ back in the day, right? And that we would look at as like, oh, that's immoral. Oh my God. The way that ours does differ, and I will give some credence to people's arguments that we have gotten worse. I think the ways that ours does differ is what we prioritize. And I think the priorities of people have shifted. And when I say priorities, I mean, the things that we value have shifted completely. And I think that's a direct result of how connected we are. And let me explain for a second. So because we are so connected, there are like pockets on the internet that you can find community about almost anything, or community within almost anything. So if I'm a serial killer, and I hate to be so morbid, but I'm gonna just be dramatic. If I'm a serial killer, I can guarantee you I'll find serial killers in some pocket of the internet. And not only do I find it, but I'm connected to it, so like deeply connected, and then I'll feel validated. And so all of my preconceived biases are now being affirmed. That's a new thing that we hadn't seen. And so I feel like we feel like we have become less moral. I don't think it's really that. I think what's actually happening is that we're more connected, so it's more magnetized, and also we have the capacity to find corners of the world that are equally as immoral as us, and just kind of validate our biases and spiral us down into worse and worse behaviors, worse and worse practices. Yeah, and so anyway, I think that's what we're seeing personified, and that's why it feels so much more prevalent. Like, dang, y'all have gotten real bad. No, it's just we're just more connected.